It was the first ever visit by a Syrian president to the White House on Monday, where President Trump met with Syria's new leader, Ahmed al-Sharaa. It was a meeting that was closed to the press, but according to reports, the two leaders discussed a number of topics, including counter-terror cooperation. Washington reportedly wants Syria to join the anti-ISIS coalition. Reports also suggest that President Trump and Ahmed al-Sharaa discussed the need for the protection of religious and ethnic minorities in Syria. The Syrians are keen in getting all sanctions, including the Congressional Caesar Act sanctions, repealed. That is something that President Trump has supported, but Congress has yet to fully act and fully unconditionally appeal those sanctions. We do know that there has been a number of discussions behind closed doors between the Trump administration and Damascus, including talks with U.S. Central Command on continuing the efforts to battle the remnants of the ISIS terror group in Syria. There was no joint press conference or joint press statement following a meeting, that meeting between President Trump and Ahmed al-Sharaa, which lasted a little over an hour. But there are also reports suggesting that Turkey's foreign minister, Hakan Fidan, who is also here in Washington, could participate in trilateral talks with Syria's foreign minister and Trump White House officials. So a historic meeting in the White House, the first ever instance in which a Syrian leader met with the American president, an indication that the Trump administration is supporting a new government in Damascus that took power a little over a year ago, where officials in Damascus want to establish new ties with the West and with the United States. The United States military still maintains a presence in the eastern part of Syria. President Trump's special envoy to Syria, Thomas Barak, is a close confidant of the president. He was also present in that meeting in the Oval Office with Ahmed al-Sharaa. So a number of important meetings here in the White House that suggest that the Trump administration wants to give Syria a new chance, as Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent called it, where we've also seen the Trump administration remove the special designation of Ahmed al-Sharaa and his Minister of Defense, their removal from the terror sponsor list, which also suggests that Washington is seeking cooperation with the new Syrian administration to ensure that ISIS is no longer able to establish a foothold on Syrian territory. 10 years ago, ISIS controlled nearly 30% of Syria and was able to launch international terror attacks from their home base in Syria. Now, with the regime of Bashar al-Assad collapsed, and with Ahmed al-Sharaa and his new government in Damascus trying to establish economic ties and help bring about the reconstruction and renewal of Syria following decades of war and destruction, a meeting here in Washington that could perhaps open up a new chapter for the new Syria. I'm Oubai Shahbandar, A News, Washington.